didn't play. Bro, what is going on, bro? I should have let you do it because
I think we live right now. I see you say live.
yeah,
I'll do it,
yeah,
but
but
not keep it
if
like that. We could
yeah,
just. I got it. I got it. Hold
yeah,
on. But bing, hit it with the bada bing, and then a little bit. Hold on. Where's the bada boom? It's not. That's not the bada boom right there. Oh Lord, that is the background. Okay, here go the bada boom. Bada boom. And we back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I can't hear you on the mic on the volume. I can't hear you. Drum roll. We was just playing with y'all. Get y'all halfway intro. Know what I'm saying? Because we so excited for the show. You
yeah,
dig? You feel me?
yeah, it was good. It was good, everybody. I don't know why my laptop tweaking. I'm still hearing the intro music in my headphone, which is wild. All right, now I'm good. Yeah, it was good, y'all.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
we back, man.
Hit him with the boom
New
shakalaka,
time.
man.
Oh, my fault. Boom shakalaka. Was good. Was good. Y'all know the vibes, man. We back. New time. You know what I mean? Trying this
Mm,
out. Uh,
yeah.
I'm still trying to share low key, but yeah, yeah, we here, man. You can start it off, Brody. Yeah,
Shit, we came off a win from last night. You know what I'm saying? What a way to start it off. We won that Boston game, and we went into momentum with the next two games. Did what we were supposed to. Realistically, a lot of fans is upset. Nets fans feel like we should have won that Buck game, and we should be on a 5-game win streak instead of a 1-game win streak. Yeah, man, we feel like we should have won that game because the record was set from 1971, 1972 season for most bench points by NBA team, which was 98. You had Patty Mills going to work. You had Cam Thomas scored a subtle 21 points. You know what I mean? You know, he could drop 40, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he had 21, big 21. I won't say it's a little, it was a big 21. And also, you know, there was players that contributed also. I mean, we lost that game, but um contrasting it to last night's game, you see how we close out in the fourth quarter. I like the rotation that Jack Vaughn got in there. He got the starting lineup closing it. They've been playing 30 plus minutes, and Adam Royce O'Neal. We've been tightening the rotation, getting ready for the playoffs. I was mad that we was doing it at first. I was like, Jack Vaughn, how could you not play these guys? But it all makes sense. It makes sense because of the chemistry between Dinwiddie and Jack Vaughn before Dinwiddie left, and he was hoping Jacques Vaughn was an assistant coach. Then he noticed his Dinwiddie chance to prove it. I seen Dinwiddie balling. Dinwiddie is hooping. We like it. He'll give work to your favorite superstar. We not scared. I hope Knicks fans don't feel comfortable in that 5th place because it's looking shaky, baby. It's looking like we could pull up, take that 5th spot. We could have tied it if we won that Buck game. We was this close to getting it back, and you know it's a tie between both of us in the division. So I don't know how they would determine who would be in 5th place because it's 2 wins for us and 2 wins for y'all. I don't know if it was tied, but and it would have been if we won that Buck game. But we gonna see, man. We want that 5th spot. We do.
Bruh, my man in here talking about if wishes were fishes, we all be full. If this would have happened, if that. Bro, listen, man, y'all lost, and these things happen because I could sit up here and say, if we did this, if we did that, like we should have won the Kings game. We should have won the game against the Hornets, but we didn't. You feel me? Like, so
why you feel like that? Why you feel like y'all should have won the Kings game? You said that was gonna be a tough act.
Nah, absolutely. But look, check it out, right? But I'm get back to what you said, and I feel like we are not losing the 5th seed. You can forget about that.
Hold on. I just want to ask one question from what you said last week. Did Randall bust Sabonis ass like you said he was?
Nah, he had a bad game. He had a bad game. Yeah, he had a bad game. Yeah,
I want to hear about this. I want to hear all about how Sabonis bust Randall ass.
First of all, it wasn't Sabonis that bust Randall ass. It was a team effort. They had the injury. Fox had a good game. I forgot this other kid name. He had a good game. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, the 5th seed is safe. Yeah, I mean, we got a game tonight against the Clippers. Game this afternoon against the Clippers. I mean, bro, you need to look at your schedule, Brody. It's
because you said it's safe. Like,
yeah. I don't know if you saw your schedule.
How well was your predictions from last week? How did you do on your predictions?
I did bad because we wasn't supposed to lose against the Hornets, but we also won against the best team in the East, beat them twice in a week. So there goes that. You feel me? Like, but we're gonna get to that. So to your question about the Kings game, you know what I mean, the Knicks and Kings game. The reason why we lost, and I don't use this as an excuse because next man up, but Jalen Brunson was cooking. He had like 19 points in like 16 minutes. He got hurt and couldn't come back to the game. You feel me? He re-injured his his foot. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't come back to the game, but we still should have won that game because we were still in that game in the waning moments of that game. We out rebounded them tremendously. Like, we killed them on the boards, especially the off boards. You feel me? I think Josh Hart alone had 8 offensive rebounds. You feel me? So the shots wasn't falling. The shots that we normally were making weren't falling. Again, I'm not making excuses. I still feel like we should have won both of those games, but I'm pointing out the obvious. After that double OT win against the Celtics, the guys have been looking a little bit sluggish on the court. You know what I mean? Especially against that Hornets game, we came out looking real sluggish, especially in the first quarter, and to close out the game. And, Emmanuel quickly played 55 minutes that Celtics game. Julius Randle played 50 minutes that Celtics game. Again, not an excuse. You know what I mean? We definitely still should have won that game, but it's hard to not point out the obvious. You feel me? So, so today, because we play at 4, is a definite opportunity to get back in the win column. People tout about the Clippers like they like this juggernaut team, and I don't see them that way. You feel me? They're very shaky. You feel me?
Talk about it.
Talk about it. They got a lot of talent on their roster. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely one of the most talent, like on paper, one of the most talented rosters in the NBA. And you always hear if they're healthy, if this happened, if wishes were fishes, bro. You feel me? Like, we'll all be full if yeah, I mean,
Norman gave us work. I ain't gonna catch. Storm and Norman gave us work. Yeah.
So if you look at their record they got a worse record than us. You feel me? Even with all that collective talent on their roster. You feel me? So I'm not really, and I've seen them get with with their roster completely healthy, get worked by some really bad teams. You feel me? So I'm not saying this is a guaranteed win, but this is definitely an opportunity for us to get back in the win column. Jalen Brunson is not playing today. You know what I mean? So somebody got to step up. I think, listen, I'm not mad. Like, I've had my disagreements with Coach Tommy T and his coaching philosophy. I've been on the fire Coach Tommy T train. I stepped back because he started doing a lot of things that I was asking for. Not playing Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson 38 minutes a game every game. Coaching to what's happening in the game. And calling timely timeouts. He's been doing all those things. So I'm not really on the fire Coach Tommy T train. So with what I'm being said is what I'm about to say, I'm not really mad at Coach Tommy T that he's not doing it. It's just a suggestion from a guy who's watching from his couch. Like, Jalen Brunson is out. We having a hard time organizing the offense when Quickly goes to the bench. Play Derrick Rose. Rose.
Okay.
We don't need Derrick Rose to be a 20-point scorer. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking Derrick Rose to come out and organize the offense like a veteran can. Yeah, I mean, especially with RJ Barrett on the court, because what happens with RJ Barrett get on the court with the second unit, he becomes a point forward, and he's not that. Like, he's not that. I like RJ Barrett. I still think he has a tremendous upside, but he's not a point forward. And not having, Manuel Quickly with the second unit puts RJ Barrett in a position where he has to kind of take more of the playmaking role, because that's not what you call it, Deuce McBride does for this team. Deuce McBride is out there purely to play defense. If you score, great, but if not, that's not what you're out there for. Like, and he doesn't have the ability to organize and facilitate. So you need somebody, which we already do have on the bench, which is Derrick Rose. They'll go out there and simply just organize the second unit offensively. And if we could do that, I believe wholeheartedly we win that game against the Kings, because we were smashing them on the boards. And we was getting so many second chance opportunities, but nobody to organize us. That's usually what Jalen Brunson does. But yeah, I feel like we safe in the 5th seed. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry to break it to you. And as far as my fault. As far as what you say is about tiebreakers, right? If we do, we have the tiebreaker because we have a better division record than y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that.
On that note, to me, that's a small tie, a bow tie, something comfortable you might want to wear on a Sunday. The tie that I care about is the playoff tie. We are tied 5-5. We want to break that tie. It's the tie that I've been pondering about whether other Nets fans, and I've been giving the buzz to my other Nets fans, letting them know that this tie in the regular season means nothing. The tie that we have in the all-time record for playoffs means something. The best thing we can do is focus on the playoffs, and that 5th seed is not comfortable regardless of what they say. We beating good teams. We pulled out an overtime win last night, and that was clutch. Dorian Finney-Smith didn't hit a 3 since who knows when. But when it came down to it, clutch time, he knocked down that 3. He could be the X factor for the Nets. I think we're one of the more dangerous teams going into the. And again, this is intensity in the city that we bring, because for one, the play-in changes everything, and we are winning to stay out of the play-in situation. We are not going back to the play. We never went to the play-in situation. We didn't drop like how, and from prior season prior, we are from 2nd seed to 6th seed, and we've been holding 6th seed. I mean, we went from 2 to 4 and we held 4, then we went to 5, and then we went to 6. I think we stay steady at 6 until we get to the 5th seed. Now, as eloquently his soliloquy was, they still have to beat the Clippers. we cannot rely on teams losing for us to get that 5th seed. I said that prior. So whether they win or lose means the difference. But if they lose, there's more on them than it is on us. A loss is only a half game. A win is a whole game. So you know how
Nah,
they up by 2 games or a half game.
that's not how it works.
What you mean? How it work then?
So if you win and the team that's ahead of you is not playing, you still only get a half game. It's only a full game if on the same night you win, the team that's ahead of you loses. That's how it becomes a whole game. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so no matter you win or lose, it's only a half game.
Yeah, but not to take away from the theory of we have to win to get the 5th seed. We cannot rely on the Knicks losing. Or again, like I said, I thought 1 and 2 was out, and then maybe 3. Then I look at the 3rd seed, and they look like they're pulling away too. The 4th seed looked feasible more than anything. I said we would be a top 4th seed in the beginning of the season, and that's still it's possible. I think we could be that 4th seed, which would make all the difference in the world, because I think we could see the Knicks in the playoffs on a 4th, 5th seed playoff situation, where we get the 4th seed, they get the 5th seed, and that home. I don't know who really has home court advantage if it's a 4th, 5th seed advantage. I mean situation, and if
it's
we
the
play
4th seed. The 4th seed, the highest seed always has the home court advantage.
No, I'm saying that because we play in the same city, and those fans gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? At the Garden, I know the Knicks fans gonna be at the Barclays, and the Nets fans gonna be at the Garden. And that's the one seed that home court division home court would not matter. I don't think it matters. It might matter, but
it does. It does. Well, it doesn't matter because the Knicks is going to have home court advantage in both arenas. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't know about that. Nets fans gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there. Yo, this playoffs. Listen, again, we can. Well, we can. There was 2 seasons ago where both teams went to the playoffs. If this becomes a thing, and I think that y'all feel that, and stop me if I'm wrong, that Brunson is that charge. Now, I seen Quickly get 38. I seen that, but I remember in the beginning of the season, I said, yo, Quickly should start. Y'all said, nah, we're going to go. But once I seen Jalen Brunson Pops become the assistant coach, I pretty much knew what it was. I mean, everybody did. I wasn't doing no, you know what I mean? No, not amazing Nostradamus shit like that. But my point is that I don't know if Emmanuel Quickly could fill the shoes of Jalen Brunson when he's not there. I don't know if he brings to the Knicks what Jalen Brunson brings to the Knicks. And that might be what depends on whether y'all win or lose these tight games, these clutch games.
So you said stop you when you're wrong, if you're wrong. So I'm gonna stop you. Jalen Brunson is a should have been an all-star this year. You know what I mean? And what he's done for the Knicks is can't even be quantified into words, really, right? But Emmanuel Quickly has done, in my eyes, done a great job. I just think, what he did in the Celtics game kind of gassed him a little bit, and he need to get his second win back. You feel me? And the problem with the team is not so much with what Emmanuel Quickly brings or him filling or not filling the shoes. The problem with the Knicks is the second unit is unable to get in the offense because Emmanuel Quickly is not a part of the second unit anymore. So that's the issue. Is the ineptness of the second unit and his ability to score, because Emmanuel Quickly is not a part of the second unit. He's in the start lineup now. That's the problem. It's not so much that Emmanuel Quickly can't fill Jalen Brunson's shoes. We're not asking him to fill Jalen Brunson's shoes. I don't think there's not too many people in the NBA that can do what Jalen Brunson does, right? So what we need, shout out to my guy Kev, man.
Yeah, thanks for fixing that comment before I highlighted it.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. But yeah.
How about flagrant on the Knicks fan?
Yeah, so like I was saying, the issue is just, the second unit not being able to get in the offense. You know what I mean? And we hit a little cold streak with our shooting. We was very hot when it came to shooting. These last 2 games, we definitely hit a little cold streak when it came to shooting the basketball. I think that gets rectified. I think I hope these guys are getting rest. You feel me? That's most important in my eyes. That they get rest. But what I saw in the Kings game, aside from the shooting, the hustle was there. You feel me? We out hustled them, and we just couldn't hit no shots. And I'm not worried about that being rectified. You feel me? But Emmanuel Quickly is doing a great job in place of Jalen Brunson. He's an absolute bucket. It's just we gotta what you call it, steady the tide until JB is healthy, man. Because in the Kings game, he was handing out work until he couldn't come back in the game. 19 points in 16 minutes.
But
Giving
why?
them
But
work.
why he can't come back in the game? What's his exact? Why?
They calling it a sore foot. In the game against the Celtics. Celtics, yeah. He landed weird. It almost looked like he twisted his ankle, but they're not calling it an ankle injury. And this is why he get. That's why I fuck with Jalen Brunson, because he's tough, man. He hurt himself, went back to the locker room, got retaped up, and finished the game in a double overtime game. You feel me? Finished the game. No, was it that? No, it wasn't that game. He hurt himself before the Celtics game. Yeah, whatever game it was, he came back in the game. I forget what game it was. I forgot who we played before the Celtics. But whatever game it was, he came back in and finished the game. And we won that game. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I ain't mad at JB. Wait, hold on. I'm mad. I hate when I'm talking about something and I can't remember. Oh, it was the Heat game. It was the Heat game that he hurt himself. You know what I mean? When Julius Randle hit that buzzer beater and Tyler Hero grill piece. Pause. Yeah. So yeah, the issue is definitely not Emmanuel Quickly filling Jalen Brunson's shoes. It's more of we got to find a way to generate some offense when Quickly goes to the bench and organize outside of just handing the fucking ball to RJ Barrett and letting RJ Barrett do whatever the hell he wants. That's not good offense.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But yeah, again, Knicks fans claiming for a point guard, and if Derrick Rose not getting minutes, I see Kev in the comments. He talking about Quick is better than Cam Thomas. I won't debate that. You know what I'm saying? Quick is having. I never debated that in the first place. You know, I don't know why they put that on me. Like, I guess because I'm a Cam Thomas fan, but Quick is better than Cam Thomas right now in their career. So I said it. But I figured that Grimes would step up. You know, I heard you and Kev talking about how Grimes, he got an offensive bag and he could do this and that. And with Brunson not being there, I thought that maybe, you know, the ball come his way and he could score the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not impressed in this fifth seed. You guys say y'all gonna hold it. If Grimes and Quickly don't step up, I don't see how you guys could be comfortable in that seed. Just scoot over and get
this. Is why I'm saying, like, this is what I'm saying. When you be talking about the Knicks, you absolutely don't know what you be talking about, right? You don't, and it shows more times than not. Who we played with, Grimes had like 26 points, I believe. Against the whatchamacallit, against the Kings, he had a pretty good game. You know what I mean? Like, so you talking about stepping up. I think he's been doing a great job. You know what I mean? 19 points from Quentin Grimes. I'll take it. On 7 for 13 shooting. I'll take it. What that game came down to was just us not being able to hit 3-point shots. We had a horrible 3-point shooting game. You know what I mean? Like, the guys who we needed to step up is doing the best of their abilities. I just think that the bench is having a hard time. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think the bench is having a hard time. Like, other than that, we be all right. You said a humbling week. Nah. This is what happens in the NBA, bro. Like, you win some, you lose some. Nobody goes undefeated, bro. That's a fact. Nobody goes undefeated. It is all about how you bounce back from losses, man. That's the key part.
I was 3-4 on my predictions. You don't win them all. I felt like we could have went 4-0, but it is what it is. But nobody should be comfortable, man. Miami, look, they won their last game. They got 36 wins. We got 38. The Knicks got 39. How are they comfortable? They up by a half game. Where is the comfort zone? I mean, y'all lost their last 2 games. They on a losing streak. I don't see where a Knick fan could be comfortable at
First of all, 2 is not a streak, but whatever. Wild out. Wild out. 2 is not a streak, but wild out. You know what I mean?
I feel, and then like you said, the division record. What is it exactly? It's 8-8, yeah, and we 7-8. The home record is pretty close. Y'all played 5 more home games? No, my fault. That's us. We played 5 more away games. So we must be having a home stand pretty soon. Pretty soon we must be having a home stand. But the Knicks played more. It look like y'all play more away games. Y'all look like y'all gonna have a home stand too soon, which is good for both teams. Realistically, if both teams could go in towards the playoffs, if we're playing a lot of home games, I would favor that opposed to being on the road than going to the playoffs. So, kind of happy about it.
Yeah.
5-5 out of our last 10 is we getting better. We getting better.
I mean, I'm not worried about nothing, man. We gonna be all right. You feel me? Like that's my point. Like we gonna be all right. I'm not worried about nothing. You talking about being comfortable. I'm being comfortable because I know this team is gonna start winning. Like that's just what it is. You feel me? That's just what it is. I know this team gonna start winning. Like we wasn't gonna win forever. Like we had a 9-game win streak. We was gonna start losing at some point. You feel me? Like that's just not the realistic theory to think that we just gonna beat everybody all the time. That's just not possible, especially when we lose a key component to our roster. You know what I mean? So these games are gonna be tough because Jalen Brunson is very important to our team and what he does, even outside of just scoring the basketball, how he organize and bring a common force to our team, especially in clutch moments. You know what I mean? So like I'm not worried, bro. We're gonna win today. Yeah, I mean we're gonna win today, and we're gonna go back up a whole full game.
But humor me with the soliloquy on how y'all gonna win because I want to hear it because my thing is I sense weakness in the Knicks without Brunson. I'm like a shark in the water that smells blood, and I'm telling you, the Nets are watching. The Nets is not. We just off a win, and now we get to watch the.
You asked me a question and you tell me to hold on.
But hold on, let me say why I'm saying this. Because we looking at this for the purpose of feeling like we might see y'all in the playoffs. So we looking at it like what's y'all weak link? You know what I'm saying? Dinwiddie got this saying where he said we go elephant hunting. That means we throw the little guy on the post if necessary. Whoever we feel like attacking that day on the defensive side of the ball, that's what we're going to attack. We find y'all weaknesses in y'all defense and we attack it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do or whatever. And, you know, I mean, for lack of better words, I wanted to say elephant hunting, but shout out to Dinwiddie.
Okay, you done?
But
right,
yeah. So I want to know how y'all beat the Clippers.
So we beat the Clippers because, like I said, I'm not convinced that the Clippers are a really good team. You know what I mean? On paper they look nice, but in production wise, they don't produce what on paper says. I've seen them get worked by some really not quite a few, not just one. It's not like an anomaly, like one bad team beat them. They get beat by a lot of bad teams. You feel me? Because I don't really think they're that good. I don't think they have the chemistry that they need to be that good because Kawhi Leonard is always out. Paul George is always out. Like they always load management and all this other wild shit. They don't have the chemistry. So one, that's how we win, and I feel like we bounce back. The last 2 games we had, some tough shooting nights. That's not what this team has been over the last, since the All-Star break. We've been shooting the ball really well. And you said something else, and I forgot because you was talking bad long.
No, I'm just.
You said we look weak without Jalen Brunson, but we beat the best team in the East without Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, but even Boston, we see little weak links, and not weak links, but we see where we could attack them too.
Yeah,
they can be.
So So to my point, just to say that we look weak, that's cap. You feel me? Like that's cap. Uh,
He was the glue.
everybody in
Well, y'all don't look weak, but Jalen Brunson is the glue of that team for sure.
absolutely, we are a much better team with Jalen Brunson on the court. That's a fact. But you know, like I said, you know, NBA is you win some, you lose some. Ain't nobody going. That's cap. He like I just said, he dropped what 40 something on Boston without Jalen Brunson. Like what you talking about? Like y'all just be saying anything. You feel me? Net fans really just be saying anything. But
Well, what I will say to that, and I don't back what he say exactly, but that double threat of Brunson or Randall being able to score 40 is what make y'all dangerous. The fact that it's only one guy that I guess the defenses feel like, all right, we know Randall gonna go off, but nobody else really gonna go off. They don't look at RJ like he gonna go off for 40. Like they don't feel like he a threat.
But yo, it's crazy because it's actually a possibility that RJ could drop 40 on you. He just need to step up. RJ's Barrett is way better than how he's been playing as of late. You know what I mean? He got to step up. You talking about quickly stepping up. RJ need to step up. We need RJ to especially when he's in a second unit. RJ Barrett problem is he likes to force the issue too much. He don't like to take smart shots. RJ Barrett, like I promise you, bro, I'll be sitting here and I'll be watching the game, or I'll be at work. I'll be on my phone sometimes. You know what I mean? Watching the game. And I could tell when he's not going to pass the ball. I'm sitting there like, oh, he's not passing. Oh, he's not passing. And sure enough, he would do everything in his power to take the shot instead of, you know, passing the ball, trying to find a better option, relocating, getting the ball back. Like, those are the things that RJ Barrett need to work on. Like, just because you touch the basketball, that don't mean you have to shoot it. It's very possible that you could pass the ball, relocate, and get the ball back, and probably have a better chance of attacking and scoring from a different location. My guy Jay was good, man. Jay. What's up? That's my guy right there. Long time no see, man. Yeah. That's my guy Jay.
He be hyped before the show. He always troll me about being a Knicks fan and all that.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. when the actual show come on, though, he be shy. But
that's my boy, man. Yeah, that's my guy right there, yo. But RJ got to be able to step up, man, and he needs to learn how to attack the defense in more ways than just getting the ball and using the Giannis approach. He gets the ball, he backs up and run full speed to the basket. Like you don't have the same physical tools, pause, that Giannis has. That makes that effective. Yeah, I mean, he's not damn near 7 feet. He don't have the super long arms. He's strong, but like that ain't gonna work every time.
So what about the turn you thought
that
he could take this year after getting a contract in his third year? You said this would be a big year for him. Has he played better from last year to this year, or no?
No, he's kind of on par with what he did last year. Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Like he didn't regress. He didn't progress. He just. But I also contribute that to his role being different now. Last year, he was more of the second guy on the team as far as being the guy. Like it was Julius Randle, it was RJ Barrett. Now he's falling down to the third guy on the team. And believe it or not, he's taking the most shots per game on the team, which is wild to me. Like he takes more shots than Julius Randle. He takes more shots than Jalen Brunson per game. His just efficiency is bad. You know what I mean? If RJ Barrett got a consistent mid-range jump shot, bro, he would be really good. Like we talk about damn near all-star level if he had a consistent mid-range jump shot. Like the defense play him for 3-pointers and driving all the way to the basket. There's no worry about him pulling up. And I've seen him do it. Catch somebody with a snatch back, pull up, whap. But he refused to take that shot. I don't think he has the confidence in that shot that he should to make him really good. But yeah, he regressed. He didn't regress this year. He didn't progress. He's right on par to what he's always been.
Man, no doubt. I'm saying that, just for us team and chemistry and players being teammates and having chemistry with said teammates, that contributes to what they do on both sides of the ball. I'm poetically trying to get to the next stat, but to make a point to say that the best teams don't necessarily have the best. Okay, so you got the Sacramento Kings. They're the best offensive team in the NBA right now. So they're not
Mm-hmm.
the best team in the NBA, but they're the best offensive team statistically. And that's in points. But so that doesn't translate to winning all the time. So that's my point. What translates to winning? What stat you lead in for it to translate to winning? Um, then you got, but sometimes they be top 10, and that's how you could get more of a range on who's the better teams in the league. So Sacramento, well, this is looking for the Knicks and the Nets for the most part. The Knicks are, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, the 13th in the league for us offensive production, 115 a game. We are, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So our point production went down with because the trade and everything, but we've been putting points up as a recent. You know what I mean? If I was to look at the same stat in the matter of the last 5 games, it'd be a different story. We've been scoring the ball way better, but it takes both sides of the ball to win. We won with defense last night. It was 2 situations where it was a 1 point game. In the last play of the game, we caught a block, and the
Yeah, that
refs
was a
didn't call.
foul.
Yeah, they everybody was saying that was a foul, and again, that's another thing that I wanted to shed light to on the show too about the refs and this 2 minute warning thing they got where they say sorry after they missed the call, and they
We spoke
missed
about
calls.
that before.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is I seen Fred Van Fleet went off the other day. I wanted to pull up the quote actually. He said, I don't know, he didn't say this verbatim, but basically he said, I don't care if y'all find me, I'm gonna say what I said. And I
He said
said what I said, and that's it. I don't
he pretty much said he's like, yo, I don't care, I'll take the fine. And
yeah.
he named a particular ref, one ref in particular, and said he was doing a horrible job. He did a horrible job.
Mm,
And I think that it needs, like, because Fred VanVleet had some points, man. Nobody comes to an NBA game to see the refs dictate the game. You feel me? Like we come to see NBA players play, and they dictate the outcome of the game. Like if you're
mm-hmm,
doing stupid stuff that's going to drastically change the the outcome of the game, then that's trash refereeing. Uh,
mm-hmm,
like for instance, ejecting somebody for something silly and light, like when you could literally just use your words as an adult and tell that person, "Hey, do that
right.
again. I'm gonna have to eject you." Versus you
Mm-hmm,
being emotional
mm-hmm,
and teeing people up and kicking them out of games. You feel me? And even
mm-hmm,
a technical at the wrong time could, drastically change the outcome. Well, change the momentum of a game. You feel me? When really you can look and use your words, unless the player being crazy and be like dropping wild, disrespectful language towards the ref. Obviously, you got to hit him with a T quick, right?
yeah.
But if it's something that you could look and be like, "Hey, chill out," you feel me? And if they keep on going, then you hit them with a T. But I agree with Fred VanVleet because I hate Scott Foster when he referee Knicks games. I think he has a bias against the Knicks because there's no way in the world he could continually call all the calls for one team and none for the Knicks every time he officiates. Uh, it I agree. It is some kind of bias, man. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
versus refs. And my last point, last thing that Fred VanVleet said. Oh damn. Oh, I thought my browser force closed on me. The last thing Fred VanVleet said was that when he's like, yo, I get a T almost every time that the ref that he was talking about officiates. He's like, it's starting to feel like it's personal. I do think that refs, they have a memory. And if they feel some kind of way about you, just like natural human nature of anybody else, you feel some kind of way about somebody, you're gonna act differently towards that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Like you ain't gonna treat them like how you treat a whole bunch of people that you don't have any feelings towards or care for that matter, right? So I do believe that there's some refereeing bias that's going on in the NBA. And I think it's Adam Silver's job to try to correct that. You feel me? Because this year refereeing has been trash. And everybody's been saying.
Yeah. Again, I have the same sentiments. Don't want to see the refs decide the game. I want to see the players do it. And again, I feel like far as competitiveness, one thing the NBA did get right is the play-in tournament. You know what I'm saying? They got the whole league looking competitive, if you ask me. You know what I mean? This whole thing with this 7, 8, and 9 and 10 and how it's playing out right now, it's a whole different look. Because I feel like the 9 and 10 teams, they could lag off. You know what I mean? That's the difference in the playing tournament. And if you 7 and 8, 9 and 10 will try to take 7 and 8 more because of the play-in, because of the implications of how hard it would be to get in the playoffs from the play-in. You got that one game, you know what I mean, and decides whether or not you get in the playoff. And that was intense. We played the Cleveland Cavaliers last season, and I wasn't sure we win that game going into it because we played 5 games and then there's no rest. Usually going from the regular season to the playoff, there's rest, but going into the play-in, there's no rest. And you got to get right back at it. And I do feel like they would have had the advantage if Jarrett Allen was there, because Nick Claxton was not doing what he was doing last season, what he's doing this season. So, we barely won that game, and then you seen we get swept. So again, that's part of the reason why, I'm saying, we don't miss Kevin Durant. I don't miss Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Like, they didn't get us far, man.
My bad.
I can't.
Cappery. I don't. Cappery.
Listen, I want to segue into why, because as much as I'm supposed to miss Kevin Durant, you got Mikal Bridges coming out here playing lights out basketball. Like, it's not like we got somebody and he's not doing something that Kevin Durant was doing. What would we expect from Kevin Durant? 30-point games. What we getting from Mikal Bridges? 30-point games. What we get from Kyrie Irving? 25-plus games. What we getting from Dinwiddie? 25-plus games. We won 3 out of 4 of our last. We're in the 6th seed. We're not dropping to the 11th seed because we don't have the same coach, and our roster is better than it was as a team. Not necessarily as an individual player in Mikal and KD or Kyrie and Spencer and Dinwiddie, but as a team cohesively, we got better on the defensive side of the ball, and we don't miss Ben Simmons. Every net fan, besides maybe 1 or 2, wants to trade Ben Simmons and feel like the Kevin Durant, Kyrie fiasco, whatever you want to call that duration of why they were here, is over with. And the last thing we need to do to be very competitive is give that contract that Ben Simmons has to somebody that really is going to help the Brooklyn Nets win. Other than that, we feel like we out here and we ready to compete. And that's largely part to Mikal Bridges being the bridge to the Brooklyn Nets winning. You get that? You see the bridge and I forget. Yo, I just feel like we ready to compete, man. We ready.
Listen, I could completely understand you saying you don't miss Kyrie Irving. I get that part, right? Mm-hmm. But to say you don't miss Kevin Durant, bro, like, that is crazy talk.
You don't miss us, man.
Listen. All right, so I will have to say that that statement is based on emotion, not fact. You feel me? Because as good as Mikal Bridges is, and I'm not saying that he ain't been balling, he's not KD, bro. He can't do what KD does, bro. KD is different. You feel me? He's different. You talk about one of the greatest players who ever played in the NBA.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying again, shout to Kevin Durant. He played great basketball when he was here. The most he did for the Brooklyn Nets is get us to the second round, and that's not on him. If he had help, we would have went further. I got no puns for Kevin Durant, but he's not a Brooklyn Nets player. Even though my son still has the Kevin Durant Brooklyn Nets poster on the wall. I asked him if he wanted to take it down. He said no. I can't force the kid to take it down, so he didn't. It's still there. Shout out to Kevin Durant. We do miss you as Brooklyn Nets fans, but you're a Phoenix Suns player now, and we gotta respect that. Shout out to Kevin Durant. That's the truth, Barry. Barry, that's the truth, man. Shout out to T Time. I know he'll be right back. You know, technical difficulties with the laptop, but I get it. Now that I'm here, like I said, he may say this and that and have soliloquies about how he doesn't fade the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets fans may be feeling deliveries because I said we're going to compete, but we will. We shall. I bestowed this knowledge upon Knicks fans like T-Tom and other Knicks fans to let them know that we will take over the city, still run it the way we did. And we do that by breaking the tie in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we need.
So I'm back. You feel me? So yeah, man. Yo, Kyle Bridges is balling. I'm not saying that he ain't, but KD is one of the greatest players who ever played in the NBA, bro. To say that you don't miss him is crazy. That's crazy.
I'm saying in a sense, like we turned a new leaf. I'm not taking anything away from Kevin Durant while he was here. He played great basketball, but the immediate effect of missing Kevin Durant, we felt it. We felt it as fans, and we felt it in the loss column. Bro, it's like I don't know, maybe 10 games after the trade, maybe, and I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it because we winning and we stayed in 6C. We don't have to say as fans, oh, we would have been winning if Kevin Durant was here. We don't have to go through that because Jacques Vaughn is steering the ship, named champion. It's a championship. He's keeping it steady. He's seen the top, the glacier in the waters. He said, oh, he stirred the ship around the glacier, brung it back, weaved around the glacier. Sean Marks, they worked it out. So he's gonna stay with the Brooklyn Nets. They are still in, I dare to say, title contention. The Brooklyn Nets will surprise everybody because we the favorite underdogs. I love the laughter. It's not humor though. I am letting y'all know right now.
Yo,
that the Brooklyn Nets will compete versus the Nuggets. They just lost to the Spurs. Any team could be any team in the NBA, and you win this game. Pause with a lack of better words. I am saying you win this game. This is a football reference. Man. You win this game by inches, 9 yards. Pause.
Yo,
and this is a game of I don't ever want to say that one no more. But I'll say this. This team is rejuvenated.
Yo.
And we're ready. This team is rejuvenated and we're ready, man. I see what's going on.
Yeah, I've never heard such an outrage. Oh man, yo, what did I just hear, bro? I can't believe my man just said that. Like, title contention? Are you serious?
Yeah. That's what teams that go to the playoffs do. That's what they do.
That just because you make the playoffs, that don't mean you're a title contender, bro. Let's nip that.
So why are you going to the playoffs then?
You go into the playoffs because that's how the playoffs is set up. But that don't
just
mean
to work overtime. You're just going there for extra overtime.
You should know that's what y'all been doing. But look,
nah.
So look, PBA, right? When the term title contender means literally you have a realistic shot at winning an NBA title. Like the expectations of your team is to win an NBA title.
Let's talk about it.
Not just from the fan base. I'm talking about league wide. Everybody looks at that team and be like, yeah, they can possibly win a championship. That's a title contender, not just because you make the playoffs. There's been years where teams under 500 made the playoffs, and everybody and their mama knew they had no chance at making the playoffs. I mean, winning the championship. Like, you don't just because you make the playoffs don't make you a title contender, bro. That's just not how it works. And usually when it comes down to title contenders is usually like the first 3 teams in each conference that you can really say that, hey, these guys are contenders.
Can you get into what Kev said about y'all exceeding expectations
Oh,
already?
absolutely. We have
Okay.
because when the season started, everybody except for very select few Knick fans. Shout out to my guy Kev, me, him, a few other guys that's in our Knicks group. You know what I mean? Except for us, everybody else had the Knicks being a 11th to 10th seed team, fighting for a play-in spot. That's what they said. There was no chance that we was going to get in the top 6 seeds. So just that alone has us exceeding expectations. To now us be in the 5th seed with a possible shot at the 4th seed compared to what, and then this even without this is even before this even after we traded for Jalen Brunson. After we signed Jalen Brunson, they were still saying these things about us. He don't move the needle. They're still going to be a fringe lottery team fighting for a playing spot. Now, expectations, we already shattered those. Now we got the same people saying that, hey, the Knicks is going to be dead. Nobody wants to see the Knicks in the playoffs. Do you feel me? Because they're going to be a dangerous team. Not saying that we're going to win a championship, just saying that we're going to make it tough for anybody that is going to play us in the playoffs. Not going to be a walk in the park. JBJ1, I called that from early 6th seed. I've been saying that since the beginning of the season. I was saying 6th seed.
I remember that.
But yeah, so as far as expectations go, just us making the playoffs shatters expectations. Now, when we beat the Cavaliers in the first round, notice I said when we beat the Cavaliers in the first round, like this is a tremendous successful season for the Knicks because we're ahead of schedule. You know what I mean? We're ahead of schedule.
I'm not sure y'all face the Cavs, but I'm listening.
Oh no, I'm sure because 4-5. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to figure out how y'all facing the Cavs.
I said what I said and I meant what I said. Yeah, I mean, so,
I heard what you said. I'm just not sure if that's gonna happen or play out that way. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, we will see. But here we go. So so when we beat the Cavs, I mean, we this is absolutely a successful season. And I hope somehow we play Boston in the second round because I'm super confident we could beat them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm confident that we could beat the Boston Celtics in the 7-game series. Yes, I said it. Sixers, not so sure. I don't think we match up well against them. Bucks, 7-game series, not so sure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we match up well against them in the 7-game series. But if we somehow make it to when we make it to the second round and we somehow play the Boston Celtics, I think we win. You know what I mean? And just us making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, New York City might burn to the ground because Knick fans is going to tear this city apart. Fries in the building. What's good, Brody?
I hear you, man, but and all that, you didn't say anything about the Nets in the playoffs. I'll take offense to it. I'm a little insulted. Now, what I will say is this: what I will say is this. I feel like, again, that 5th spot not safe at all, and because we're here, I say why not? We could look at the schedules and we could see what's what. Because
you should look at your schedule.
we should look at it because there's like 15 games left, and I think we got a fair chance at winning a lot of our games. I said we was gonna be a 50-win team before the end of the season. I don't think that now. I think that we 45 wins though. I think we get 45. For sure, I think we get 45.
Yeah, please pull up your schedule, bro.
Let's talk about it because my thing is this whole 5th seed thing and them playing Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they're gonna have to get past us. I see us in the playoffs before I see y'all in the playoffs.
Well, we already in the playoffs, so there's.
I mean, like in the first round, like I don't think y'all get to the second round without playing us because we're gonna have the 5th seed or the 4th seed, and y'all gonna have the 5th seed. Like y'all
We
can
don't.
have the 5th seed. We'll take the 4th seed.
Y'all not gonna get the 4th seed, bro. This is
Hold on.
delusions.
We play Denver next 2:30 on Sunday. I think we
Yeah,
win that.
I think I get our boots smoked, but
But let's call it what it is. Just so y'all know my handle. I'm 3-4 from last week. I said we was gonna win 4, but we won 3 out of 4. So
bro,
that's who y'all talking to. You know what I'm saying? I'm
you've
pretty
been
right
wrong a
about
lot of times too. You've been wrong a lot of times too. You've been
okay.
calling a lot of wins before this week, and you were wrong. So
I
let's not
was
act like
75% right. You know what I'm
well
saying?
last week, but the week before you was damn near 100% wrong. So yeah, let's not act like you Nostradamus when it comes to picking games, bro.
No, I ain't saying that, but I did well for myself last
So
week.
yeah, again, Denver.
We
Yeah,
we got Denver twice in a week. Wow.
more than likely, y'all gonna get y'all boots smoked because Jokic is like that. You know what I mean? He's
Nah.
really like that. I think
But he was like that last game and they still lost. His stat line was crazy versus the Spurs. He had a
yeah,
triple double.
yeah.
And they still lost. It take more than one player to beat the
Yeah, that's
Brooklyn
a
Nets. I
fact.
don't know if
That's
you
a
heard
fact.
that.
No, I know. It take more than one player to win a basketball game. Period. You know what I mean? So
I think
not
we
just
beat
the
the
net.
Nuggets because of what you said. I think he goes off, but they don't beat us because it's not enough to beat the team. I think Spencer outplays Murray. Spencer been showing up versus these so-called better players than him. He's playing great basketball. And I
Who
think
who you talking about?
Spencer,
Oh,
Spence, win witty, then witty. You know what I'm saying? We play. That's what we play next. We play the Nuggets. Bring your dipping sauce, sweet and sour, whatever you like, honey mustard. We gonna have some dipping sauce for the Nuggets. I think we win that game. OKC, they're a tough act. A lot of backcourt defense from Shea.
yeah, he gonna
Um,
make it difficult for y'all backcourt players. But
um,
I think I beat the Thunder.
Yeah, I think we beat them. These are road games too. So again, we got more road games than home games. That home stand is going to happen soon. It looked like April from what I can see, but in March we got a lot of road games. So we come back home and we play the Sacramento Kings. That's not tough, but I'm saying all that to say that's before next Saturday where we see you guys
You
again.
said that. You said that's not tough.
No, I said that is tough. That
Oh, I'm
is
about to say, well, you crazy.
no,
I,
Sacramento Kings. That's a tough game. That's
that's
tough
the
after
L.
the road game. So
Yeah, that's an
we got.
L.
I'm saying that's two tough games, but we're a tough
Yeah,
team
that's an
and
L.
tough act because the Knicks didn't rep the city and beat the Kings. Don't mean we're not going to beat the
No,
Kings. We
that's an
already
L.
lost to the Kings, so
Yeah,
we got
y'all gonna
something.
lose again. Yeah, y'all
We
gonna lose again.
that was a road game. I don't think they beating us at the Barclays.
Yeah, they gonna run y'all out of the clays.
Hell no, we could beat them. We could beat them for sure. I think it's gonna be a real competitive game, but it's gonna be one of the more anticipated games, and it's ironically because of the coaches. I think people want to see that Jack Fawn, Mike Brown coach head to head pause,
Nobody
and
want to see that, but net fans. Nobody
yeah,
cares
yeah,
about
he's definitely coach of the year. Nobody's debating that. Nobody
yeah,
arguing that. Nobody. They just giving it to Mike Brown. Sacramento
yeah.
Kings came into the playoffs and God knows how long. You know what I mean? Pause. And I just feel like they're gonna compete. And I think before next Friday, we're gonna be a 40+ win team. We got 38 wins. I think we get 2 of those wins, maybe 3. I don't see
Yeah.
us losing. I don't see us 1-2. I see us 2-3 or 3-3.
I see y'all 1-3, son. Wait.
And some
No, you
I
said
hope
y'all only played 3 games. So yeah,
yeah, we
y'all
one
be
and
one
two
and
or
two.
2-1 or 3-0.
Yeah, I see y'all 1-2.
I think we could beat. I think it tough. I think Denver gonna be tough to beat. To be honest, I think that game gonna be tough. But because we
You
got the
think?
addition, oh, and that's what I wanted to say. We got the addition of Nerlens Noel, and when he was a Knick, I used to cook him all the time. I ain't even going front. But his production out there is it's kind of sturdy. You know what I mean? He gives Claxton some kind of rest. I want to see him be able to gather the ball after the pass. He got to work on his mechanics. So, but you're glad you're a Brooklyn Nets, man. So you know what I'm saying. You on a 10-day contract. You played twice. I want to see some more from Nerlens Noel. And if Sean Mark's giving out 10-day contracts, they got DeMarcus Cousins out there too. Give him a 10-day contract. You know what I'm saying? There's other players you give 10-day contracts as well. So
Yeah,
I think we win this next 3 games.
I ain't really mad at Nerlens. You know what I mean, he gave us one good season, and the next year he couldn't stay on the court. Super injury prone, and that's a problem. And he can't catch. That I've never seen a professional basketball player with worse hands than Nerlens Noel. It's baffling, bro. It's baffling, like how somebody can't catch the basketball the way he can't catch the basketball. But yeah.
So what's your next games? Your next games is before we get back.
You pulling it up now, pause.
Yeah.
Obviously, we play the Clippers today. Mm-hmm. The Lakers has been most part of ass. AD been going crazy though. You know what I mean? Like I said, I already said we win today. So we play at 3. I thought we played at 4. I already said that we win today. We play the Lakers on. Oh, we got a back-to-back. Oh yeah, we win both of those.
Okay, y'all good on back-to-backs?
We win both of those. The Lakers just not good. You know what I mean? So there's that. You know what I mean? Portland ain't good. Dame is nice, obviously. Portland ain't a good basketball team, so we win that too. So yeah, I'm comfortable with saying we go 3-0. I'm comfortable with saying we go 3-0.
3-0, okay. Let's see. I think y'all could beat I think Mo Bamba out. I heard that. If Mo Bamba's out,
he is. Even if he was there, we cook Mo Bamba all the time too. So there's that. Yeah,
and I know. Yeah, no, I give y'all that. I think y'all lose today. Because Brunson is not there, and y'all got trouble on offense. But I think y'all beat the Lakers and Portland. Y'all probably lose, and probably the reason why we take that 5th spot.
Nope. Wrong again. That's wishful thinking. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think y'all got that 5th? Wait, what's y'all in the standings? I think we in the 5th. One of us gonna be right. Both of us can't. I mean, we could be right if you just say, "Yeah, we're right, Breezy." The Brooklyn Nets are gonna be in the 5th in the standings, and the next Friday, Saturday.
Wrong.
We could both be right. You don't have to leave this situation wrong. You can just agree with me.
You wrong, bro. You wrong. And when I see you next Saturday, and I'm gonna tell you were wrong, and I'm gonna laugh about it. I'm gonna go, ha, 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 ha. That's how I'm gonna laugh about it. Yeah, but you wrong. Like we gonna win today. We gonna win today.
I'm be waiting for the recap. I was looking for the recap the other day. I ain't see it. I was like, okay. Yeah, I was looking for Kev.
I was on my way home from work. You know what I mean? And Kev be having shit to do.
My guy. No, I'm just saying, I need something to troll. Not that y'all see my trolls or pay attention to them, but
we see it. We just don't pay it no mind. You know what I mean? We pay it no mind.
I need to troll.
We pay it no mind because I'm
trying to troll something today. Y'all doing the recap today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. After we win, I'm gonna be celebrating. You know what I mean? Okay. So
right, y'all going on right after?
More than likely. You know what I mean? More than likely. I don't see no reason why the game should end around like 5:30ish. Yeah.
Oh, Barry asked this. I'm not answering this question. He asked this earlier. We about to dip, you know what I mean, like a chip. But listen, I think it's us, man. We your favorite underdogs, and we got. And again, we have no expectations. We went from being a championship or bust team to a team. If we win, it's all a plus on our side because of what the Nets did last postseason. So I think we definitely not getting swept for sure. I feel like we're going to compete from the game one, and what gives me confidence to say that is watching Jacques Vaughn learn that we don't go down big in the first quarter. We went down by 6 last game. He called the timeout. and we bounced back. We kept it steady. We went into the second quarter with a single-digit game. We were down by 7, and intangibles like that is reason why we're going to go far in the playoffs, because what I see is us losing the game from the first quarter, and that's being down by 15, 17, 20, or whatever, being down by double digits early in the game. And it's hard for us to compete, tie, and take the lead and hold the lead and win the game. And when we keep it close in a single digit situation, we have enough to tie the game and win the game. It pretty much, what I'm getting at is, if it's a single digit game going into the second quarter, for the most part, the Brooklyn Nets control the pace. We never try to dominate the pace. I mean, yeah, we do, but just gaining the chemistry with the new teammates for us to keep it a single digit game, whether we win or losing after that first quarter, gives us most times the advantage. So I'm confident that the Nets win more post games than the Knicks, because if we have to play the Knicks, which I hope we do in the playoffs, so we could break that tie, so I can finally say that we run the city, and we're gonna have a barbecue and all of that. It's gonna be nice, but I'm letting you know now, that's what I want to do. I want to pop my shit at the next barbecue to say that the Nets beat the Knicks in the playoffs. That's what I want to do. And again, it's a tie. You know how we was talking about the all-time record for the regular season, and in the postseason, it's 5-5. And I really want to beat the fancy pants Knickerbockers, man, in the postseason. I don't think they get past us in the postseason. They don't go to the second round because we there wanting it more. The city gonna be buzzing. I'm gonna say that now. The city is gonna be electric, and I'm looking forward to it. So to answer your question, Barry, the Brooklyn Nets go far further than the Knicks, because the Brooklyn Nets beat the Knicks in the playoffs.
All right. First of all, the likelihood that we play each other, because y'all gonna be the 6th seed and we the 5th seed.
Nah, that's not happening. Go ahead.
Like I said, the likelihood that we play each other in the playoffs, because y'all the 6th seed and we the 5th seed, is slim to none. Because as of right now, as a 6th seed, y'all play the 76ers in the first round. Y'all get worked. Y'all get sent home early. I get sent home early by the 76ers. We play the Cavaliers. I think we beat the Cavaliers. I know we beat the Cavaliers in the first round. So to answer your question, the Knicks, in not so long-winded and dramatic fashion, because I don't need the dramatics, because the proof is in the pudding. We gave Cavaliers work all season. You know what I mean? And we're gonna continue to give them work in the postseason. You know what I mean? So and it's gonna be real good to send Donovan Mitchell home.
What about the Atlanta series though?
Well, Atlanta series,
I gave him work in the regular season, then y'all got smoked in the playoffs. Okay. So how's that theory?
That's a different team. That's how that theory works. It's a whole different team, because no longer can you run the same defense against Julius Randle as you did the previous year. Julius Randle's playing better this year than he did that year. You know what I mean? So you add all those things up, there's a different outcome. You feel me? Like we got way better hustle players. We got Jalen Brunson. You feel me? Quickly is playing amazing basketball as of late. Like, so it is a different team, bro. Different team. So I'm not worried about that. We're gonna wash the Cavaliers up. We're gonna remain the 5th seed, and we're gonna go to the second round to play whoever we play in the second round. Probably, most likely, is gonna be Boston. If Boston stay the 2nd seed, I think that's how that would work.
So you off the going to the 4th seed ship? You're not thinking that's going to happen?
Because I saw Cavaliers had 2 games against y'all on their schedule, and I'm like, damn, that's gonna make it a little bit more difficult for us to pass them.
Nah, actually, it's gonna be the opposite. It's actually gonna be the other way around. Where we can get the 4th seed because we can beat or win versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think we can beat them just because I seen Claxton from Jared Allen, and they became one-dimensional on offense, and that was through the backcourt. They couldn't score through the front court. So yeah, that's how we beat them.
Yeah, listen, man, y'all, whatever. But to answer your question, Barry, in not so long in a drawn out manner, the Knicks go further. Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck, because that's what's gonna happen. You heard? That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm off this, man.
Yo, man, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Knicks fans and the Nets
Yo,
fans.
hold
More
on
than
real
Nets
quick
fans.
Ma, will you delete the key to the mailbox? Thank you. Yeah. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard something about the Nets fans is the best fans. That's cap.
Oh, yeah.
I literally watched two of your biggest fans on the Big Fan Breezy page throw up their hands at the season. It was like, oh, it's over.
That's why
It's,
I'm here. That's why
it's
I'm here,
over.
man.
Yo, listen, man, I ain't see none of my guys. I ain't see none of my guys lose faith. Even last season when we was not good, didn't lose faith. You feel me? I saw one of your guys that you always have on Nets at night say he'd rather watch the Suns play than the Nets. It was crazy work. Crazy work. That Jaffe Jones talking about you. He posted it. Said, yeah, let me know what's happening in the game. I'm going to watch the Suns play. I would expect that from Barry. Like, because Barry makes it no whatchamacallit, no qualms about letting y'all know he's a KD fan. That's his favorite player. So I get that and respect that from Barry, but not Jaffe. I'm not watching the game. And Jay as well. Like, oh no, man, it's over. It's a wrap for us. I said, yeah, I saw him. So that whole little anecdote that you like to try to end the show with is cap shown by two of your biggest supporters.
Nah, well, I say that because of the show, because what I am is a bridge like bridges. I am a bridge for fans that don't believe to believe. If you're not a believer in the Nets and you've lost your confidence in the Nets, just come to my page and you will leave it knowing the Nets can do it. I want you guys to know that the Nets fans on this page go at it. We have dust ups. Me and Jaffe went at it. He been talking hella spicy. Me and him difference in opinion, but it's all fun. Shout to Jaffe. Shout out to Jay. Shout to Nixon. Shout to Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Jay just called me. I don't know. He's probably looking for the number on the thing, but I don't know.
It's right down there. Yeah, but yo, well, too late. Yo, but listen, man, I ain't never have to read.
Nah, cat on the comment. Cat.
I never had to reinstill faith in my guys in the squad. You know what I mean? Maybe JJ. JJ is the only one. JJ,
he bet against the team. Oh man.
JJ marched to beat his own drum for real. But yo, I mean, shout out to everybody in the building, man. We appreciate y'all, especially rocking with us at this new time on a new day. You feel me? We be here next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel. Y'all know the vibes. We out of here.
Peace, y'all.
End the live, man, because my joint pause be
all right
taking a while.